This is the biggest add-on video I've made yet, and this includes so many different add-ons, texture packs, mods, everything you could need to revamp your entire Minecraft experience. There's a lot of these to go through, so if you enjoy it, please give a like. It took a lot of time, and you know what? Let's hop right into it, see all these mods, texture packs, and more. So this is Subterranean Survivability. This is a really cool add-on as it adds a new blast caves under the taiga biome. You get a brand new ore, the sulfur ore, there's a brand new undead miner, and there's even a miner's rifle. Look at this. This is a really cool add-on as it adds even more ores and so many cool things to your world. It also adds these blast vents. Look at that. They explode and they are incredibly cool, and it just makes your underground a lot more interesting to explore. There's even a brand new rock called Blast Stone. This is a really cool place to come and find lots of cool things spawning here. This blast cavern is incredibly cool to come and explore. Now this jungle add-on adds so much new foliage and blocks to explore in the overworld. As you can tell, there is more beautiful flowers and leaves to see, as well as a new whip with new animations, rubies, ocelot armor, and many new mobs. There's also a brand new structures to add a lot more challenge and intrigue to your world. And there is a brand new boss, the Jungle Abomination. And this is an insane boss that you should try and beat for yourselves. Check this add-on out for yourselves to see how much fun it can be. Next up on our list, we have the Beyond the Underground. This is an amazing cave, and there is so many cool new ice blocks here in this biome specifically. We also have a new structure spawning. This is a really cool way to expand your underground world. So depending on what biome is above you will determine what is beneath the underground. As you can tell, you can go deep underground under these mushroom islands to find this brand new biome. Look at this, this is so cool. You have a new type of mushroom, lots of cool vines, and so much more to explore in this cave. Now there is also the limestone caves under deserts, which is really cool. As you can tell, we have a bunch of spawners, and we also have some cool loot in here. So it's a really cool way to explore your caves. Now here we have the slimy sewers. Look at these guys, these are a bunch of slimy guys. You can find the slimy blossom, slime layers, and even the slimy stone. It's really cool, and it spawns under the swamp biomes. And it can even spawn along with all these other caves as well. These cave biomes are just amazing. This add-on revamps a lot of the existing biomes to make them just more exciting and to have a lot more different variations, such as this birch biome or having a maple forest, which just has a different color of leaves to make it more interesting. Now if you want to stay pretty vanilla in your game, this is a perfect add-on for you. Just revamps the old biomes with only adding a few new ones that feel like they fit in with the regular Minecraft world. There are many types and variations of these biomes, which is pretty amazing. For example, there is the cherry blossom forest. Here we are in the end, and this is the Endcraft add-on. As you can tell, there's a brand new biome here in the end. It is incredible, and there's tons of new blocks and things to explore. Look at that! There's even some really cool effects that you can find here in this world. There's so much to discover and find here in this world. There's a lot of new mobs and things to find. And as you come over here to the end, you can also find some new blocks. And ores as well. You can also travel under the end islands in these end caves, which are really cool. And there's a lot to find, a lot of cool ores, and so much to explore here in the end. Now this includes a couple different biomes. But these biomes all look really cool and introduce a lot more blocks and a lot more things to do here in the end. Now, these biomes are absolutely incredible, and there's so much to explore here in these biomes. They all have their own special things that each of them have, and you can even find these cows spawning here in the end. So if you want to make your end a lot more interesting to explore, with lots of new ores, things to build, and so much more, check this one out. You won't regret it. Do you want to check out the new birch biome for 1.19? Well, this concept shows what it could look like in-game with all the new flowers and all new trees. As you can tell, this birch biome looks so much more colorful and vibrant due to the new birch biome concept. This birch biome adds brand new flowers all over the place and also some brand new mushrooms that hang on the side of the blocks. It's really cool, and it adds a lot of new variation to the trees as well. So next up on our list, we have the Scuba Expanse. There's seahorses, new structures spawning, and even more. There's even a sea serpent, look at this, and even some really cool other structures you can find spawning in your oceans. Look at that, there is even starfish on the ground and even some crabs. Look at that, that is so cool. So this adds a lot more to your Minecraft oceans, and it just kind of overhauls them by adding a lot new mobs and a lot more structures to explore, so your world is just less boring. You can even get really cool boats here in the game, and this just keeps your world a bit more interesting. This Savannah Biome add-on adds so many cool things that improve the Savannah environment. As you can tell down here, we have a new block, it is mud, as well as a new type of tree called the Baobab tree. There's a lot you can do inside this add-on. There's a new structure spawning in the world, and this is the Savannah dungeon, and it is really cool and it has very many cool secrets inside. This add-on also adds many new creatures to the Savannah biome, such as the ladybug, the warthog, and the ostrich, as well as many new items such as the blowgun, the nest that you can place down, the magic bag, and the magic amethyst wand. However, this also adds many new pillagers to your game, such as the Inquisitor, the Villager, and the Vindicator Chef. They will make your time raiding this outpost much harder and much more fun. Welcome to Hidwoods 2. This has incredible new creatures and a brand new biome. Look at all of this. This is absolutely incredible. We have these brand new islands out in the ocean with these gigantic trees. There's a brand new wood, brand new leaves, and even a new ore. It adds a new biome to your world and also a brand new mobs with new quests and things to do. This actually works for 1.18. As you can tell, we have a mountain over here, but we also have a new dungeon. You can find a lot of loot in this dungeon and it looks really cool. There's even these brand new mobs you gotta watch out for in the dungeon. And there's tons of traps and rooms that you can explore here. There's so many new items that you can get here in Hidwoods. And if you want a cool adventure, this is a great add-on that you can do that with. And as you can tell, there is some fantastic new biomes to check out here in this swamp update. As you can tell, there is a brand new sub-biome within the swamp. And it has this brand new log called the willow log. You can make all different kinds of wood and things like that. You can find cattails now in the swamp, and that's pretty cool. But another thing that's cool is that mangroves have been added in this biome, which is really cool, as they have a new different kind of leaves, and they are very interesting with their own type of log. But one of the biggest additions is the boats with chests. All you have to do is hop in here, and you click E, and you can see your whole new chest slot pop up. Now, this add-on also adds a brand new mob, the dragonfly, and this can come in a variation of sizes and colors. You can find a bucket of frog. You can put frogs over here, and they will have frogs in the game. So here we have the Nether Plus, and this adds a ton of new mobs to your game, such as this awesome twisted pet, which acts as a chest, just a tiny mushroom, a twisted pig, mushroom twisted pet, a twisted creeper, oh no, it's gonna explode, a twisted golem, a twisted blaze, and even a golem twisted. This adds so many mobs to your nether to give it a little bit more life and to enhance it. And this goes for every biome. And there's so much that these can do, and it looks absolutely incredible. This just enhances your nether to give it a lot more life and to make it more interesting. There are tons of new mobs for you to check out, and some that are even gigantic. This can be so cool. Look at this. There's mobs for each biome in the nether. Check it out, see if you can find some cool nether mobs. So next up on our list we have the Pinnacle expansion, and this adds a brand new type of biome up in the mountains. It has brand new mobs, brand new blocks, and so much more. This add-on also adds brand new structures into the world. There's brand new items such as the Updraft Tome. It sends your enemies up and all the way back down. There's also a brand new boss called the Tempest Golem. You better watch out because he's pretty big and he is a whole new boss for this add-on. And this Tempest Knife sends lightning from above to strike your enemies. There's also brand new tools and armor as well. So next up we have Fauna and Flora. Look at all these flowers, all these bushes. This mod actually overhauls all of the plains biomes to give them a lot more flowers and to give them a lot more life. Yellow and orange bushes over in this direction. However, as soon as we go into a little bit different area, we get some purple, red, and pink ones. So each of these also has their unique flowers and different types of flowers depending on where you're at in the world. So as you can tell, this gives a lot more life to all of your worlds as there's just so much more vegetation around your worlds. It's pretty simple, but it adds tons of flowers and things to explore. Next up on our list, we have the Desert add-on. And as you can tell, this desert looks way more alive than other deserts do. But also, these new ruins spawn. You can find chests with really good loot and things like that, as you can make your desert experience much more enjoyable and interesting. And there's also brand new foods, such as the cooked scarab. There is brand new structures spawning in the world, and boy oh boy, they can be a little bit tricky, but they can be lots of fun. if you want to come check out these brand new dungeons with new mobs and new things like that. And you have golden scarabs, camels, mummies, cobras, and even more scarabs. Now, welcome to Dungeon Craft. As you can tell, there is tons of new biomes. This is absolutely incredible to see these new biomes in 1.18. So this adds a new layer of complexity to your game and adds lots of new spawning structures and biomes to your world. We have a brand new tree with brand new plants and a ton of new items into your game. It's incredible how much this adds. This can be an epic way to experience your Minecraft world in a different way. Now, we can come over here into this new biome. And there are actually cities that can spawn here in the world. And here we are. Here is one of the structures that we can find. It's got a mob spawner and lots of things to do. So as you can tell, there is many different new biomes around this world. And this also adds brand new cities to your world as well. Look at this. This is incredible. And you can find these cities spawning in different biomes and things like that. There's a lot to do and a lot to explore. So this is the End expansion, and it adds 2 new biomes to the End, which is super cool. And as you can tell, you can have these giant piles of bones, maybe even a dragon skull, with so many other cool things located within this biome. It looks amazing. However, this also adds a new structure to the game. It is the End Library, and you can have 2 new wandering traders to trade with in this library that are End themed, which are really cool. There's also a new mob called the Wanderer, and it is a buff Enderman with many cool effects. But when you get close to this mob, it will give you blindness. And that is super scary, as you could fall straight off these end islands, and that could be pretty scary. So make sure you come prepared to the end. But next up on our list, this is the second new biome in this world, and it is a shroom kind of like biome. And it is really pretty with so many cool mushrooms and things like that. It is super cool to walk around these worlds and to see so much different variation in your End world. So here we have yBiomes, and this is really cool as it has just a little bit more variation to your worlds. As you can tell, we have a patch of dead trees and stumps like that. And there's so many trees with new colors of leaves. And we also have up here, we have some yellow leaves, yellowed maple leaves. And as we fly up, you can see lots of different color of leaves. We got some red, we got some orange, we got some yellow, and all these different colors of leaves over here. There is also a new kind of other trees as well. And these are actually cherry blossom leaves, which you can get cherry wood from. As we come over here, the spruce forest has also been revamped as well. It's a unique take on the spruce biome, as it's a lot more dense. And look at all these trees. There are some that are even, just gigantic. And there's also new creatures as well, such as this raccoon. yBiomes is a simple way to give your world a little bit more life and to give it a little bit more variation than you were expecting. It can be pretty boring just to have some squid swimming around, but what if we had sharks? Yes, this add-on adds brand new mobs, brand new blocks, and brand new things into your new oceans. As you can tell, there is a lot more new creatures, especially sharks, even jellyfish in this add-on, which is pretty cool, as well as many other fish that create a lot more diversity in your fish life. Guess what? There are also pirate ships. You better watch out, because there is pillagers aboard these ships, and many of them have pretty interesting loot, such as this shark tooth knife, as well as brand new mini dungeons that spawn these new creatures as well. Now your oceans could be more alive than ever. Here we are in the Wild Features add-on, and as you can tell, there is some new things spawning in here. We have a couple of azalea trees, we have these new cool rocks, these forests are a lot more dense, and you can actually find these drip leaves spawning out here, and you can also find a lot more of these different things here in the world. You can also find these small drip leaves over here, you can find a lot more mossy stone in your worlds, and you can find a lot more azalea trees and things spawning in your world. It's a really simple add-on, but it just adds some bushes and just some general things to make your world more interesting. It just makes your forest a lot more dense and a lot more cool to explore, as everything has been given a few new things that will spawn, and these will just give your world a little bit more natural feel, and you'll be able to find some cool new things spawning in your world. Next up on our list, we have the Pure Fantasy add-on, and this adds many brand new and exciting biomes to your world of Minecraft. This doesn't revamp any old biomes, but it adds brand new ones with floating islands, red trees, and even a cool honeycomb forest. as you can tell, this also adds some brand new creatures to your world as well, such as these goblins, even fairies, with many other fantastic creatures to find in your world. Thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed those. And not all of them exactly work 100% for 1.18, but many of the creators are trying to fix them as soon as they can to update them so they will work properly. And if you enjoyed it, please smash that like button. And if you want to see some more cool mods or showcases, check these out over here. I'm Perry Pines. Bye! Here are some incredible resource packs that you can download right now for Minecraft Pocket Edition and Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So if you are interested, please smash that thumbs up button, and let's get right into it. Let's see the resource packs. Now next up we have 3D textures. As you can tell, look at these. These all look really cool and 3D-like. It is absolutely incredible. Look at that. The chest even has defined lines and everything. And even the ores all look really cool and 3D-like. This is an absolutely incredible texture pack that you can check out for yourself. This pack is incredible as your entire Minecraft experience seems to be so different as everything looks 3D and realistic. I suggest you check out this pack if you want to see it in action. It is absolutely incredible, and Minecraft looks almost like a different game because of it. Even the foliage looks really cool in 3D. This is an absolutely incredible pack, so if you want to see some cool 3D textures, check this pack out. And look at all this really cool redstone. All these blocks look so cool in 3D. There's so much detail in all the blocks, and it just is incredible to see that. Now, as we step through the Nether, something will look a little bit different. As you can tell, we have turned off the Nether fog. And you can see so much further. You can actually see biomes everywhere. And we also have this grass pack on, so this is what it looks like in the Nether. This incredible Nether fog pack will actually remove all the fog from the biomes, so you can actually see where you're going in the Nether. And this makes filming videos and doing things like that so much easier, and it allows you to actually find biomes that you're looking for, as well as maybe another pool. This is what you can see with the Nether pack on, and this is how much you can see with the Nether fog still turned on. You could barely see anything in front of you. And that's really sad, as before I could see multiple biomes. I could see the far side of the lake over here. Now I have to travel really far to even be able to see all of this. Here's with the Nether fog on, and here is what you can see with the Nether fog off. It is a night and day difference, and one that you should probably check out if you're interested. So here we have 3D projectiles. And as you can tell, all these items in my hand will actually have a 3D projectile when I throw it. It's a very simple add-on, but it creates such more immersion as all of these have 3D animations. Look at that, that was a 3D bottle, and we have 3D experience points. If you throw an Eye of Ender, it's in a 3D, and if you Ender Pearl, it'll also be in a 3D thing. Snowballs are in 3D, as you can tell, you can see a few of them in 3D. You have rockets that are in 3D, and you have eggs which are in 3D as well. Look at that. That is really cool and a simple way to just give a little bit more immersion to your world. So next up on this list, we have had one that's been installed the whole time as well, and that is the full grass blocks. As you can tell, this grass block covers the entire face of it, making it a little bit more green in your Minecraft worlds. And you also have this path block as well, and it works for many other blocks in the game. It works for Podzol, Mycelium, Crimson Nylium, Warp Nylium, and of course the grass block and dirt path blocks. It just creates a lot more atmosphere to your worlds, as the grass will cover the entire block. As you can tell, this mountain looks really green over here, and it looks incredible. However, if we turn the pack off, it looks a lot more brown. So with this pack on, it is incredible as it gives your Minecraft world a little bit more life when you have it on. So here's one last comparison. Here's all the dirt over here, and here it is with the grass pack turned on. This is a very simple pack, and it's really nice for your Minecraft worlds, as it makes everything a little bit more green and a little bit more lively. So next up on our list, we have animated blocks. And as you can see, some of these blocks are actually glinting in the sun, which is really cool. This simply adds animations to many other blocks that didn't. As you can tell, there's very simple textures that kind of change or glint in the sun, such as having this saw. Look at that, it kind of went up and down. You also have the Eye of Ender. It simply opens and closes, just like that. And this is a very simple one, and it's kind of unobtrusive. As you can tell, even the torches are kind of animated in this style as well. It's a pretty subtle pack, but so many little things give it just a little bit more life than they normally do. So if you're interested in just a subtle way to make your Minecraft experience a little bit more lively, this is an easy way to do that. So next up we have the beautiful sky resource pack. As you can tell, this has been on the whole time, but it's a very simple way to add life to your skies. And this will actually change depending on what time of day you have. For example, if you switch it to sunrise, you can get a cool looking sunrise. Switching it to noon will give you a cool noon. This will give you a cool sunset if you switch it to sunset. And it will even give you a really cool nighttime theme as well. This will also enhance your rain, as it will be a little bit less obtrusive and you'll be able to see a little bit better. So this will give you some really cool life to your skies in Minecraft, and it is amazing. Now, the next resource pack we have is the brewing guide. And if we go into this brewing guide, there is a lot more you can look at with all this brewing guide. As you can tell, you can see exactly how to make all your different potions, how many potions your blaze powder will give you, as well as all the modifiers. It's incredibly helpful if you're doing a lot of potion making and you don't know exactly what items you need to get these. So it's a pretty simple and really handy way to just help you in your brewing experience. Now next up we have better elytra texture. As you can tell, I'm actually using the steampunk elytra. This texture pack can change between many different variations of elytra. For example, we have the macaw wings, the phantom elytra, the dragon elytra. So if you want to change how this elytra works, enable this for your world, click the option settings, and switch the slider to wherever you want. The Ender Dragon Elytra, the Vex Elytra, Phantom Elytra, Steampunk Elytra, Blue and Gold Elytra, Scarlet Macaw Elytra, Rainbow Elytra, Yellow Elytra, White, Red, Purple, Lime, and Aqua. So whichever one you want, you can just switch it to this and all the Elytras will appear in your game like the one it says. Well, this is a very simple resource pack, but it makes your world just a little more funny. As you can tell, I'm holding a diamond sword, and this is the accurate tools pack. So even the chicken's a little confused at what this is. So this actually gets the crafting recipes of the items you have, and it makes them accurate. So this is a netherite pickaxe, you have a stick and 3 netherite ingots. The golden hoe, you have 2 gold and a stick. A stone shovel, you have a cobblestone and a stick. And an iron axe, you have 3 iron ingots and a stick. It's a pretty fun, simple way to have just a lot of fun in your world. And if you kind of want to mess with people when they're building things, they'll be a little confused, but it's pretty fun. So here is all the different tools and all of what they look like. It's pretty funny to see these in the creative inventory, as they don't make any sense whatsoever, but also they make the most sense ever. So it's pretty fun. You can try it out if you want to see how this works. So next up on our list, we have Ray Boy's mob animations. As you can tell, this villager looks a little bit different, and if we get him to walk around, maybe get a few more in here, they're actually animated and will move around. Look at that! He is insane. Look, his arms move and everything like that. And many mobs in this have been overhauled to be just a little bit different and to have a little bit more animation, to walk a little bit differently, and maybe have blinking animations and things like that. As you can tell, even the zombies are a little bit different, and the villagers will run away. It is really cool, and there's a lot of interesting interactions that these guys can have. There we go. Let's see his new animations. Whoop, he throws them up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, even the iron golems have new animations, as well as many of the mobs here in the game. You also have skeletons, but they get destroyed pretty quickly by the iron golem. But all of these have new animations that you can see. Even the Endermen have really cool walking animations. Look at that. He's just walking around. He's having a fun time. And if you punch him, they will even chase you and have cool animations that way. Now we also have spiders. And they are really cool as they'll actually climb up walls. It looks really cool. Look at that. It looks way cool to see these spiders climb up. They'll even go upside down. Spiders are really cool, especially here in this pack. So hopefully, if you enjoy these animations, you can see more of them when you download this pack, things like that. There's many other mobs that have animations as well. Now, next up on our list, we have glowing ores. Now, as you can tell, all this amethyst is glowing, and that is because I'm using glowing ores. This is an RTX extension for pure vanilla. However, you cannot get this on mobile, so there will also be a link to another glowing ores pack that you can use on mobile. So, just to show off that this works, you have iron, you have gold, you have diamonds, you've got lapis, you've got redstone, you've got coal, which only glows very slightly, the copper ore, emerald ore, nether quartz ore, and the deep sleep variants of all of these other ores. As we hop into this cave, you can see everything is lit up because of all these ores. Look at all this. I think there's some lapis down there. There's some copper. And it looks like down here we might have some redstone and things of the sort. It is incredible to see all these ores lit up, and it can make it way easier to find what you're looking for. As you can tell, I could probably find some diamonds in not too long of searching. All you have to do is find the glowing things, and yep, there's some diamonds right there. So if you want a pack that will light up all your ores, and if you're on Minecraft Pocket Edition, there's a link to another one that lights up ores. So next up on our list, we have realistic vanilla item textures. And as you can tell, down in my hotbar, everything just looks a little different. So we have the iron sword, which looks a little different. We have apples that look a little bit more lively. We have potatoes, which have a bunch of things coming off of them. We have the Eye of Ender, which is actually really small. A really cool big diamond axe. A wooden hoe that's all covered in vines and leaves and things, a golden hoe which is a little bit smaller, a big gigantic netherite pickaxe, and a really cool potion with a new design. This just simply changes a lot of the textures you have to give it a more realistic and natural experience. We have a cool golden pickaxe, we got rabbit stew which is a little messy, we got a cool pumpkin pie, and we got an accurate spyglass. So as you can tell, a lot of these new natural things have been revamped and just made more realistic. It's a pretty simple add-on, and it's super fun, and it's a little bit different experience for your Minecraft worlds, but everything just looks so much more nice to be a little bit more different and to give a little bit more variation. As you can tell, we even have a few more things that look a little bit different, such as this raw iron, charcoal, gold, magma cream, slime ball, gunpowder, banner patterns, redstone dust, and even a blaze rod. Next up on our list, we're hopping into Minecraft because we want to check it out. Look at that! Now this is cool chat animations. As you can tell, it's wiped right off the screen, and it's really cool. Look at that! They slide in just like that. It's really cool to see all of these cool new chat animations. So as you can tell, when I put that in, we got a cool animation. It's a simple way to give life, especially to your chat, which can be pretty boring at times. But it gives it a little bit more interest, and it helps you make sure that you know you're reading them. It gives so much more life to your Minecraft game, in a very simple way. So, I'm doing fantastic. So, what do you want to say to YouTube, Toad? So, if you want an easy way to make your experience a lot more interesting, chat animations is the way to do it. So, this pack might be a little bit strange, but this is the negative texture pack. As you can tell, your world looks a little bit different. All the colors are inverted and a little bit strange. However, if you want a new interesting experience in Minecraft, this can be the pack for you. So normally all these colors are inverted, so these are normally blue, but in this pack they are red because of how they look. Now this is actually soul sand. However, when you light it on fire, the fire will be red, because normally when it turns blue. As we pop out of this portal, you can tell it is green instead of the regular purple, and this is actually an ice biome, so it looks a little bit strange to have all these inverted colors in the game. Here is a quick look of the inventory. Everything is inverted, and all the colors are very strange here in this pack, so if you think you see something, it's probably a different thing. As you can tell, this is pink dye, magenta dye, light blue dye, cyan dye, green dye, and that just proves how strange all of these dyes are. So next up on our list, we have Player Animations by Kid Sky, and this has got to be one of my most favorite packs of all, because look at this, it looks so much more alive. Look at my parrot, he even decided to come and show up too. However, it's a super simple way to create so much more life into your Minecraft world. Look at that, you can just walk around, you can crouch, everything is so different with this pack. So even when you're holding swords, you will get different running animations for whatever you do with them. So for example, this one goes behind you, this one goes in front of you, and the diamond sword is a two-handed, same with the netherite. But also, if you use shields, you get new animations as well. Look at that. And if you're holding a trident, if you run with that, it's a little bit different. If you throw it, you get a little bit more animation. It's really cool, but it's a really simple way to create so much more life, and it's honestly one of my most favorite packs of all time. So you can also get a new drawing bow animation, a new crossbow animation, and so many other things. And one of the best ways to experience this is actually from the third person back. And as you can tell, I'm punching this tree. You can punch blocks, run around. It's really fun. And look at that, I just did a roll. It's a simple way to add so much more life and animations to your world. Look at that, it is we have rustic fences. And as you can see, these fences actually look like the wood types they're supposed to be. For example, we have this oak one, so all of the fences will have the oak log texture for all the fences. And that is the same for all of these blocks. So here is the oak fence, here's the spruce fence, here is the birch fence, here's the jungle fence, here is the acacia fence, and finally here is the dark oak fence. And this can be really handy for builders, as the fences don't really fit in with good trees. So if you build a custom tree, these will actually fit in with your wood. As you can see, this custom tree looks a lot better, especially with these fences. It is very simple to give this tree a little bit more texture, as now we have the fences that act like a little bit smaller branches to this tree. And here is another example of a small little tree that you can do with this. Now next up we have is custom shields, and you can change this between a variety of different things just to give your shield a customized experience so you're not having the same old wooden one the whole time. So this is the Mojang symbol, but we also have the redstone shield, the creeper shield, the enderman shield, the Mojang shield, the diamond shield, the pillage shield, the miner shield, and the fire shield. So here is the Enderman shield. It just looks pretty cool. It's a simple way to customize your shields without having to get a whole new shield thing like that, and it's an easy resource pack you can add to any world you want. So next up we have is Enchanting Glints, and this will actually change how your enchantments look while you have them on. Here's the one with lots of lines. You can change it to the next one, which is... So that one was Evident Stripes. You can also turn it to Faded Stripes. Items won't have a glint on activation, activates faded cubes, activates evident cubes, and electric waves. So here's electric waves. That looks really cool. It's a simple way to give your enchanted armor just a little bit more magic and to make it look really cool. First up, we have definitive animations. As you can tell, a lot more blocks have really cool animations with them. They're pretty simple most times, but some of them are a lot more interesting, such as the Eye of Ender. You can actually see it moving around. And this guy will blink too, as well as having this crying obsidian, and all of the ores actually sparkle as well. There are even more things that are animated that I have not shown off yet, and that won't be in this little showcase area. As you can tell over here, we have like a compass spinning, and down below we have some eyes moving or something like that. A lot of these are really subtle, but can make your game way more interesting as everything seems a little bit more alive. A lot of the vegetation also waves and kind of moves a little bit. As you can tell, this fungus is having a fun time over here. You could say he's a fun guy. You also have torches, levers, and redstone things doing this as well. It's pretty simple, but it gives a little bit more life to your world. So incredible. So next up on our list is the Fly UI. As you can tell, this isn't an in-game thing, however, it is a cool thing you can use with your menus. However, it just looks so incredible. You can come into your menus, and they look just a little bit different and a little bit more clean. And when you're making a world, look at this. You got a cool banner pattern up on the left, and when you create a world, it looks incredibly different. Now you can go through all your different settings in a single page, and you can switch between these at the top to switch between all your different multiplayer settings, your resource packs, and your behavior packs, as well as your general game settings. And when you go to settings, you can explore all your cool different settings in this page. You can look at your touch settings and all of these as well. It looks pretty amazing. However, you can also go to the marketplace, which has also been revamped. Look at all this cool stuff. It looks a little bit different, but I really enjoy this Fly UI. And if you go in to create a world, all you have to do is click this little plus up here, and you will just start creating your world. Same thing if you want to click play, you just click that. You get cool animations in between, and you are in your world. Anyway, thank you for watching these amazing resource packs, and if you want to see even more resource packs, check the link out over here. If you want to see some other really cool mods, add-ons, check this link out right here, and I'm Perry Pines. Thanks for watching. Bye! Do you want to see some incredible Minecraft RPG mods? Well, you can do this for MCPE, Bedrock, Windows 10, all those editions, so hopefully you enjoy these. Links are in the description, so let's get to it. So next up on our list, we have Player Animations by Kid Sky. However, it's a super simple way to create so much more life into your Minecraft world. Look at that. You can just walk around, you can crouch, everything is so different with this pack. So even when you're holding swords, you will get different running animations for whatever you do with them. So for example, this one goes behind you, this one goes in front of you, and the diamond sword is a two-handed, same with the netherite. One of the best ways to experience this is actually from the third person back. It's a simple way to add so much more life and animations to your world. Look at that, it is incredible. Next up we have the Dungeon Expanse. Now you can find these dungeons spawning anywhere in your world, although they are pretty difficult to find, but it is definitely worth it. Once you travel all the way down these things, you will end up in a cool corridor. You can go down these, and these are actually procedurally generated, so everywhere you go, you'll find new rooms and things like that. This is really cool for exploration, as there's tons of branching rooms, puzzles, and even more. However, that's not all. As you can tell, in the middle of this room, we can drop down even further. Look at this fungus room. It is incredible. So these are really cool as they add a lot more content to your underground, and it's a really cool place to go and explore. So here we have a backpack add-on. Look at that. This is actually a really cool way to have backpacks here in Minecraft. So if you want to get this backpack, all you have to do is tame it with a chest. Now once you've tamed it with a chest, you can go up and you can put all the items you want inside it. Look at all that. We can put whatever we want in here. And if we don't want a person to steal it, all we have to do is put a tripwire hook in there. All you have to do is walk up to it and it just hops on your back. It's that simple. And you can carry it around, go wherever you want to. And once you want to get it off, you crouch, left click, and you'll drop it, or you just punch the air. And once you're one block away, then you can go up to it, right click, get all the items out you want. It is absolutely incredible just to be running around with this backpack. We have item physics, and as you can tell, if I drop that on the ground, it's on the ground! And that goes for almost all the different tools you have and many items as well. Look at that. And this works for tons of items in the game. Here is a wide variety of the things you can throw down and what they'll look like. So it's really simple. All you have to do is press Q or drop it in your game and you'll drop whatever item you have. However, if you want to pick it back up, all you have to do is crouch near the item and you'll pick it back up. But it's a really cool way to add a lot more life to your world, as you can throw items down and display them. Let's say I want to put my shield right here. Oh, look at that. I can display it just like that. Next up on our list, we have the damage indicator. Look at that. You can actually see how many hearts each creature has. And look at that. It's a little tough, but your sword also tells you how much damage you're doing. So that did 8. If I jump attack, boom. I did 2 because I knocked out all of its health. As you can tell, creepers have 20, but if I do a jump attack, I'll do 12, and it can tell you a little bit more about your combat and how many hearts everything has. As you can tell, spiders have 16. I did not know that. It's a simple way to give a little bit more life and depth to your Minecraft world in a simple way, using kind of like an RPG thing. Welcome to Runecraft. This is a skills add-on that you can add to your world. Now, if I click my stat viewer, you can see all the different things that I'm able to get in this world, such as agility, attack, constitution, defense, prayer, ranged, and thieving. All of these have their own special, unique things that you're able to add. For example, stamina. If I run around, as you can see, it goes down, and the more I run around, the further it goes down. However, it also increases my agility here on the page, and it will help me increase how fast I gain my stamina back. I can also increase my combat by killing mobs just like that. If I use a bow, I will increase my ranged skill attack. Once you reach a certain level, as you can tell, I'm leveling up. The mastery tokens, which I'm able to use to craft different mastery cloaks and things like that, that will give me even stronger boost. Now, there's tons of skills, and this can make your Minecraft experience just a little bit different as you have to level up your character. And as you can tell, I have a water bar and I have a temperature gauge. So this is tough as Bedrock, and it's a very simple way that adds a cool thirst mechanic and also a cool temperature mechanic. So if you need to refresh yourself on water, all you have to do is set down a campfire, fill up some water, and put it on the campfire or in a furnace. If I step in the fire, look at that, I have a fire effect now on me. And as you can tell, since I'm in the tundra, I have a light blue color. It's a really cool, easy way to give a little bit more life into your Minecraft world. Next up on our list, we have the Waypoint add-on. And this is a really cool way to teleport between different important places in your world with a click of a button. So let's say we put down a waypoint just like this. We can actually change the color of this by putting down different dyes on it. And now this one is activated, and this is the black one. But if you want to teleport between them, all you have to do is come up, hold long click on there, and this menu pops up. So I have actually set up a yellow one on the other side of the map, so we're going to check it out. If I click on it, I've been teleported to the yellow one. Look at that. That is absolutely incredible. It is really cool, and it's a super easy way to travel between your world at different spots. So next up on our list, we have Ray Boy's mob animations. As you can tell, this villager looks a little bit different, and if we get him to walk around, maybe get a few more in here, they are actually animated and will move around. Look at that! And that many mobs in this have been overhauled to be just a little bit different and to have a little bit more animation, to walk a little bit differently, and maybe have blinking animations and things like that. Even the zombies are a little bit different, and the villagers will run away. Even the iron golems have new animations, as well as many of the mobs here in the game. It looks really cool. Look at that! It looks way cool to see these spiders climb up. They'll even go upside down. So next up on our list, we have the Beyond the Underground. This is an amazing cave, and there is so many cool new ice blocks here in this biome specifically. We also have a new structure spawning. This is a really cool way to expand your underground world. So depending on what biome is above you will determine what is beneath the underground. As you can tell, you can go deep underground under these mushroom islands to find this brand new biome. Look at this. This is so cool. You have a new type of mushroom, lots of cool vines, and so much more to explore in this cave. Now there is also the limestone caves under deserts, which is really cool. So it's a really cool way to explore your caves. Now here we have the slimy sewers. Look at these guys. These are a bunch of slimy guys. You can find the slimy blossom, slime layers, and even the slimy stone. It's really cool, and it spawns under the swamp biomes. And it can even spawn along with all these other caves as well. These cave biomes are just amazing. So next up we have more ores. As you can tell, I found zinc here in the cave. So as we go deeper in the cave, you can find different ores. So for example, this is deep slate topaz. Look at this. There is literally tons of new ores that are added to the game. So there's lots of really cool ores you can find down here in the caves that will make your mining experience a lot more different. So as you can tell, there is literally tons of new ores in this game. And some of them are even found between multiple dimensions. And just look at all of the tools you are able to craft from this. This is absolutely insane. Look, the netherite flint and steel, you're supposed to also get gold, emerald, and diamond flint and steel. There's a bunch of new enchanted apples in here. There is so much to this add-on, and even some things I won't even be able to cover because of the sheer quantity of ores and things you're able to get. If you want to collect all of these items, good luck. There is so many, and there's so much content packed within this single add-on, even with a new totem as well. So here we have yBiomes. And this is really cool as it has just a little bit more variation to your worlds. As you can tell, we have a patch of dead trees and stumps like that. And there's so many trees with new colors of leaves. And we also have up here, we have some yellow leaves. And as we fly up, you can see lots of different colors of leaves. We got some red, we got some orange, we got some yellow. There is also a new kind of other trees as well. And these are actually cherry blossom leaves. As we come over here, the spruce forest has also been revamped as well. It's a unique take on the spruce biome as it's a lot more dense. And there's also new creatures as well, such as this raccoon. yBiomes is a simple way to give your world a little bit more life and to give it a little bit more variation than you were expecting. So next up we have Fauna and Flora. Look at all these flowers, all these bushes. This mod actually overhauls all of the plains biomes to give them a lot more flowers and to give them a lot more life. Yellow and orange bushes over in this direction. However, as soon as we go into a little bit different area, we get some purple, red, and pink ones. So each of these also has their unique flowers and different types of flowers depending on where you're at in the world. So as you can tell, this gives a lot more life to all of your worlds as there's just so much more vegetation around your worlds. It's pretty simple, but it adds tons of flowers and things to explore. Now we have more simple structures. As you can tell, there's this abandoned cabin out here in the field. So you can actually go inside and there is loot. It's a very simple way to have a lot more life, and look at that, that is incredible. You can explore these abandoned houses to find a bunch of useful materials that you can need. This is a really simple way to give your world a lot more life. You can find these structures spawning almost anywhere. They're a little bit rare, but that's what makes them so much fun. You can even find ruins spawning over here as well as these really cool camps. You never know what you're going to come across in this world. So finding these structures in your world can be so much fun, and it will add a lot more life and a lot more fun to your worlds. So now we have the Blade of Awe, which you can get here in Survival, but it's a really cool quest thing that you're able to get. First step is finding a wandering trader, and once you trade with him, he will have a new thing at the bottom called a treasure chest, and this will actually start the quest for you. So this will actually activate your quest, so now once you find creepers, you'll be able to get different pieces of the sword so you will be able to craft it. This is a really cool add-on as you progressively are able to build this sword. And finally, once you're able to build this sword, it is incredible. So this is a really cool, easy quest line that you can do in your world. So next up we have adapted mobs. As you can tell, like every mob will be different depending on what biome they are located in. As you can tell, we're over here in the birch biome. All of them will have a little bit of white texture, and as soon as they cross in over here to the dark oak forest, they will actually change color to blend in with their surroundings. And these mobs are all different in different biomes, such as this flower forest. All of them will have a little bit of flowers on them, and this will also work across dimensions as well. And even the end, look at this. This is absolutely incredible. You got end versions of all of these mobs. If you want a simple way to make your mobs a little more unique, this is the way to do it. So here we have the Minecraft Expanded Revival. And as you can tell, there's some bosses up here. That's one of them right over here. This is the Fire Lord. And there are so many brand new bosses that this adds to the game, such as the Fire Lord, Water Lord, Ancient Guardian. Whoop, he's right here. They're gigantic. Look how big he is. The Wither Golem, the End Wanderer, which will actually work as a trader in the end, the Ender Lord, which is right here. Look at him. Oh my gosh. The Molten Golem, and even the Nature Sprite. As you can tell, these are incredible. There are so many amazing mobs with their own backstories and so much lore that you're able to check out if you go to the link in the description. And there's also so many brand new items you can get from beating these new bosses. There is also the Undead King, as well as a gigantic golem, and even a Dragonling. So this is a really cool one if you want to add some brand new bosses and mobs to your world. If you want an experience full of lore and full of really cool mobs, this is an amazing one to check out because this is the Morph add-on. You can morph into so many different creatures with their own special abilities. For example, I'm an Enderman, and I can use this teleport to teleport wherever I'm looking. You can be a drowned if you want to. Also, you can be pigs, you can be animals. Look at me, I'm a pig now. I can run around and be a pig as well. This is a very simple add-on. All you have to do is have the soul catcher, and you can craft this in-game for you to use. Once you find a mob you want to catch, you click on him just like that, and he will drop a soul. As you can tell, I just got the soul of a creeper, and this works for many other animals as well. Look at me, I'm now a creeper, and you can even explode! Let's show you the brand new grapple hook item. Look at that, that is so cool. So this is a grappling hook item in the game, and it can make caving so much more interesting. Look at that, look at that. I can just swing from whatever I want. Look at that, I'm like a Spider-Man over here. So you can latch yourself up to the ceiling just like this. Look at that, and with dynamic lighting, you can light up the areas you're mining with. Here we are in the end with a brand new end add-on. As you can tell, it adds brand new biomes to the end. It's a very simple add-on that just makes your end a little bit more exciting to explore. Now, here we have the second biome that this adds into the game. Now, this is an awesome mushroom forest place. You get lots of really cool lights and a lot of new building blocks and decoration blocks. It just makes your end experience a little bit more interesting. Now, we also have these structures that spawn in called the end libraries. Now, these libraries have lots of books and really cool loot that you can get, as well as ender chests and things like that. And it's a simple way to add a little bit more lore and a little bit more uniqueness to your world through this end add-on. Thank you for watching this fantastic video, and if you want to see some more incredible add-ons, check this link out right here. And if you want to see the whole playlist, here it is. I'm Prairie Pines, thanks for watching, bye! So today, I'm going to be showcasing the top 15 Minecraft RTX packs that you can get right now. So if you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, and let's hop right into it. Now, here we have the Neon District RTX. This is incredible. There's tons of blocks that shine off of everything. This is a pretty vanilla style pack. As you can tell, this cobblestone looks pretty normal. Now, this pack is absolutely incredible. There's tons of lights, and it does a really good job showcasing what a city could look like. Now, this pack is really cool as it is really simple and just adds just a little bit more metallic sheen to lots of blocks, such as these trapdoors. But as you can tell, this simply just shows off the capabilities of RTX. Look at that! It is shining off these trapdoors from that building. This definitely uses a lot of the RTX capabilities. This is absolutely incredible what this pack can do, with all of its colors and lights. So, let's see what it can do. Next up we have Define PBR, and it is really cool as you get a new background as well. So as we hop into a world with Define PBR, you can tell something looks a little different. With this pack, you can also install other ones that make your game different, such as Luminosity, which gives a lot of the plant life glowing textures, which is really cool to have. As you can tell, this tree monster is glowing with vines and with the bark. You can also put many other add-ons with this one that will change up how its appearance is in-game, which can be pretty unique for RTX packs. As it becomes day, we have another add-on with this. As you can tell, we have Cinematic Fog, which will get all your fog to be cinematic. Look at this. This is absolutely incredible to see all the fog coming through these trees. It is absolutely incredible, and you can stack these with Luminosity as well. And there's many other ones you can add to this. Look how beautiful these light rays are. It is incredible to have this as part of your game. And it looks absolutely incredible as clouds will also cover these light rays when you're playing the game, if you have them turned on. Now we have our next pack. This one is really cool. Look at all that glass. It's all connected together. It's pretty simple with all of its texturing, but it makes it look so much more realistic with the realistic blocks that it has. For example, you can see all the little imperfections here in these blocks that make them look more alive. It's a pretty simple pack, but something it does really cool is that it has really cool reflections in a lot of its blocks. And something this does really well is lighting. As you can tell, these lights are really bright and they're really easy to see. Now, as you can tell, these roads look really cool in RTX. And everything just looks pretty fantastic. So here's a flyby of what this pack looks like. And this is the Portal Pioneers RTX pack. Look at this! Underwater looks absolutely incredible. You have glowing lights and all the textures look really cool. It's a very simple texture pack, but it adds a lot to the game. And in this Portal Pioneers pack, there's also brand new mobs. Look at this! And look at this awesome forest over here. This is absolutely incredible. There's so many different textures, and it makes Minecraft look completely different, but an epic adventure game nonetheless. And it also has these new NPCs and everything like that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look how beautiful these packs look. There's so many different unique blocks with their own textures and things like that. So if you want some really cool shadows and things like that, be sure to check this out. And look at this! Look at all the reflections. Look at this lava. This looks so realistic. And this is an awesome one. Portal Pioneers looks absolutely amazing. And just look at this awesome snow biome. And this even has a super cool mirror effect. Look at this. As it looks from this side, we are in a gigantic snow biome. And as soon as we go through, look at this, we're in a maple forest. It is absolutely incredible what you can do with this pack. So let's see what it can do. Now next up we have Pure Vanilla. And this one I have also installed glowing ores. As you can tell, it looks incredible with these glowing amethyst. Now this is a really cool texture pack as the lights can look really cool, especially with these glowing ores. Now as you can tell, with many other texture packs, it looks really cool and there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with this. And this also looks really cool during the day as well. Now here's just a quick little look at what it can do. So here we are with the T-Bone RTX pack. As you can tell, this has really cool reflections that you can see yourself in. These blocks are a little bit more muted in T-Bone RTX, and if that's what you're looking for, this is a fantastic one for you. It just gives a little bit smoother appearance to the things you see. This is a simple way to define a lot more of your blocks to give them a little bit more texture and a little more life. Now this birch wood looks a little bit more industrial, and it can fit in with your city a lot better. As you can tell, a lot of these woods can give you a little bit more of an industrial feel and let them fit better in your city. And T-Bone RTX also has RGB portals. If you want a colorful portal, check this out. So let's see what it can do. So here we are with the Temples and Totems RTX pack, and now everything has a lot more life to it. Look at this, even the flowers are a little bit different and look a lot more overgrown. It makes everything look a lot more overgrown and really cool. This is an incredible, just realistic pack that you can add in, and everything just looks incredible with it. Now there are even really cool lights that they put over here in the back. This pack is absolutely incredible and adds so much more dynamic surroundings to your world. A lot of these blocks look a little bit different, especially the more modern ones, such as the glass and sea lanterns. So let's see what this amazing RTX pack can do. Now this is Vanilla RTX. It's pretty simple, but the really cool thing about this RTX shader is that you can actually change a few things about your world. One of them being glowing glazed terracotta. As you can tell, this mountain and all of this over here is glowing because we have glowing terracotta on. And if you were asking, yes, this is Hermitcraft Season 8 map, and there will be a link as well to where you can get this. You can also install cleaner water that will make your water look a lot more clear and a lot more realistic, as you can see this over here. You can also get a clear glass add-on as well that will go with this. So you can see your clear glass, it will go through, and it is really cool to have this RTX shader on. Here's a look on the inside of a house. You have this really cool light coming out from the middle, lighting everything up. It is really cool. Now here is a quick look during the nighttime with all the glowing glazed terracotta. It looks incredible to have all of this glowing terracotta. This terracotta makes it so you have different color of lights, which is really cool for the game. So next up we have the Doughy RTX, and this one is really reflective in a lot of its blocks. And as you can tell, these blocks are really detailed, and they look really cool as they fit fantastic in your city. Now these blocks are really high definition, and they look really cool, especially in a city. Even the plants are really highly defined. So if you want really realistic blocks and everything like that, this is one of the best ones you can get. However, you might want to be a little careful with this one, as it can be pretty laggy sometimes. But if you have a high-end PC, it will work fantastic. So let's see what it can do. Next up we have the Color Light and Shadow RTX pack. And this is an incredible pack, as we have glowing glazed terracotta that actually gives off lights. And we also have a really cool mirror block. As you can tell, you can see me in the background of this. It is really cool. It adds a lot of cool features to Minecraft. As you look at the floor, there is a lot of really cool realistic textures. As you can tell, we have this really cool wood and this cool brick patterns, as well as many other blocks that look really cool and realistic. There's a lot that this can do, lots of cool lighting techniques that this has. As you can tell, as I flip it open, it lights it up a little bit more. It is a really cool way to sample this RTX texture pack. And even as we walk in, we get a cool mirror effect with cool water underneath. Now let's see what this can do. So thank you for watching these amazing RTX packs, and if you liked it, please be sure to give a thumbs up, and if you want to see some more cool RTX packs or cool mods, check these links out over here, as they are really cool as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Perry Pines. Bye! Now we have the Real Source RTX pack. This gives stones and bricks a cool texture. As you can tell, it looks a little bit more realistic with this texture pack. Now this one also gives wood a really cool feel. As you can tell, you can see all the individual planks, and it even looks 3D. And even this obsidian and black stone look really cool as well. This mostly just gives everything a really cool realistic feel. There's so many cool textures with this, so you should check this cool Real Source texture pack out for yourself. Let's see what this can do. Now this is Kelly's RTX, and it looks incredible. Now the cool thing with Kelly's RTX is that there is actually a little bit of a 3D effect with all of these blocks. It makes it just a little bit more unique compared to many other ones. You can also install an extra add-on pack that will create the full grass blocks, which can make your world look a lot cleaner and a lot more green as well. Now Kelly's RTX texture pack is really cool because it's pretty simple and it makes it look a lot better. Here's a quick look at it during the nighttime. So next up we have Dungeon Dash. Now this has a really cool texture pack, as everything looks really cool. So as you can tell, the light is reflecting off of these tiles, giving it a really cool light, and these are actually stone bricks, and it looks like they're really bumpy and things like that. This is a really cool texture pack if you want a really cool realistic one. As you can tell, we have a bunch of leaves up here that have really cool fruit hanging from them, and all of the stone looks so realistic. It is really cool. Now, this is a pretty flat texture pack. However, if that's your style, it is fantastic, and it gives amazing light rays just like this. And this also has some really cool lighting effects that you can use. And this water has really cool reflections as well. So let's see what we can do. Now next up we have the NVIDIA PBR texture pack. You might like this one because it flattens a lot of the textures out so they're nice and clean, so you don't have a lot of lines, and it can look really cool. As you can tell, everything looks really clean and really smooth with this. It's a really simple texture pack that you can use that will make it look more realistic with all of the different bricks and things like that. As you can tell, it gives this white concrete a nice tiled texture, and that's what it does for all of the concrete. So if you want a little bit more brick texture, this would be a fantastic way to do it. Here's a flyby of this texture pack. Have Clean Vanilla. It is a really simple shader, and it is a very simple shader that you can install. There's not a whole lot going on with it, but it can just look very clean and very simple. It stays very simple to the original textures, and it can just give you a clean RTX experience. But as you can tell, it also has reflective glass, which can be something you might want. And the underwater features of this are really amazing as well. You have lots of really cool light rays coming down. Now, here's a look at what it can do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these RTX packs, and if you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more cool mods or things like that, check these out over here. And I'm Perry Pines, bye! Anyway, thank you guys for watching this incredible showcase. I've spent a lot of time on this, and if you've gotten this far, please be sure to give it a like. And honestly, thank you guys for watching. You guys are incredible, and I'm so glad I was able to make all of these for you, and to put them all together into a gigantic video. So thank you guys for watching them all, and I'm Perry Pines. Bye!